Day 17 of Leagues Reveals is insane. We have an entire skill tree to look at for our masteries or pacts that will influence our path this Leagues. I'm running very low on time and 3 hours of sleep from last video, so I'm going to read this right from the news post, and we will have a look at the dynamic skill tree to see all of the new skills for each of the combat styles. Alrighty, enough chit-chatting, let's do this. All right, so on the homepage here, we're in the news post. You can see that there is a Dev Diary Part 2. Highly recommend watching this. It gives you a little bit of an overview of all of the different relics that we have and everything like that. Here is what the skill tree looks like. And if you can't see this asset, click here, right? I'm not going to click it because we can see it. So yeah, moving on down here. And the very last thing that I want to say is at the very front here, it's this OSRS wiki calculator. If you click that, it is going to send you over to the actual path calculator on the wiki here for the tool, so you can kind of see, hover over stuff, you can actually like pick stuff and it will tell you everything, and it'll also give you your amount of packs that you can spend. So we'll dig into that a little bit here, but first let's go through this overview. So like last Leagues, we had 18 choices for our masteries. This time around, look at this, we got over 130 to choose from, and we only have 40 points that we get to use. Now I'm going to say 40 doesn't seem like a lot. It's quite a bit, actually. You can pretty much get one whole tree, 2 of these down, 2 whole trees. Well, not whole trees, but you can get a lot of stuff here. You could be a total tribrid, you could be a hybrid, or you can just blast out and just be one total style. I don't know if that's going to be recommended, but we'll see what it is. Right, and the reason why that they're doing this is, you know, there's always different ways to play. So my biggest recommendation is play your own game, right? You're going to be looking at someone else on a content creator or your friend or whoever, and they're like, oh dude, I picked this build, it's awesome. And then you'll waste all your points in there and you go, man, this actually is boring. I don't like this, right? So do the research, play your own. We scroll down here, we can see that there is some other stuff. You got the Leagues menu down here. You can access the demonic packs in the Leagues menu through the demonic pack button to explore the tree at your own leisure. That was up here. So like I said, we'll go through that here. You also have a handy summary of everything that you've unlocked right your little side here. So you can see all of your information here. Very, very nice. So pack points is going to be with nodes. And you can unlock any other node as long as it is an adjacent node. So if I'm clicking the middle one here, any one of these that connect to it, I can touch. And the cool thing with that was, like, I just clicked and it like mapped out for me. Sometimes the mapping is a little bit weird. Like if I wanted to go crossbow route down here, it always paths over to the bow and skips all the crossbow stuff. So you kind of have to manually click your way through it, but it does give you a very nice guideline of, hey, I can actually unlock this one. What does this one do? Oh, look, now I can unlock this one or this one. And these points were going to be used to currently unlock all the demonic packs. You cost 1 point each and you gain all of them. You'll have a total of 40 points. And we've split them across all the different regions that you'll get to go to. So you get 9 from the global tasks. 2 are given to you during the tutorial. So you get your very first one unlocked for the tutorial, and then you get 1 more to pick your combat style. And it's not set in stone. You can go wherever you want. They're kind of nice. We'll see what they look like here. You're going to get 4 from Varlamore. You're going to get 6 more from Karamja. Sorry. And then you'll get 7 for each additional area unlocked. Just remember, you're going to have to do these tasks in order to unlock them. You're not just going to be given them. So, and we're going to see exactly what these tasks are right down here. And there's a couple more tasks with your point leads, so we know exactly what this all looks like, right? So for the global tasks, you're going to click here and we're going to see like complete the League tutorial. We're going to get 10 points for that, which is awesome. We're also going to get a point for our packs. Then we're going to open up the Leagues menu. Boom, that's going to be our second one. Now we got 2 of them. Perfect. And now we get to pick our combat style like it's set up here, right? You don't even have to pick your combat style. You can pick one of these offside ones, but I really don't recommend that. You probably pick your combat style just so you can excel or hasten your way down through the skill trees. And then we got to defeat a hill giant, reach combat 50, use protect from melee prayer, and then you get kill 4 echo bosses pretty much. unique echo bosses. Sorry, kill 4 unique echo bosses, and you'll get the other 4 here. So that's going to be your total of 9. But you can also see here, we're going to get a reset. Yes. So you're going to get 3 resets. So if you do go down a tree, let's say you're starting off and you go melee first, just to, get as many points as you can, get as many demonic packs here, unlocked all your points and everything like that, and go, you know what? I don't want to play melee anymore. I'm going to reset. I'm going to play mage, or I'm going to play range, or I'm going to do a hybrid build. It's going to be really cool. So I say just go save one of your resets though. Save it for the very end when you know that you have all your gear and everything that you want to do with it. And then boom, that's my play style. This is what I'm doing. So like your first one, you're just going to try and blast out as many of these tasks as possible. And then once you're kind of ready past a really early game there, you're going to do a reset. And then you're going to get through the mid game, you're going to do reset. And then now when you're at the end game, you're going to do another reset, right? So you get technically 4 of them, or you can just really plan it out and not use any resets whatsoever. And then at the end, you can just be like, oh, I've unlocked everything. I'm just going to reset and play melee today. And then tomorrow I'm going to play range. You can do shit like that too. So that's going to be cool. Varlamore has 4 of them, right? So we got Huicoatl, kill him. Sweet. Complete wave 12 of the Fortis Coliseum. You got another one. Defeat Awakened Ardorvis. You'll get 1 more. And Avernic Treads. You're going to get another one. Now, these are not the Avernic Tread maxes. They're just Avernic Treads. So I think this one's going to be the hardest. I know I can't really do this. I struggled quite a bit in Gridmaster. I might be able to give it a shot and get it done once I get near the end here. But I think having a look at these, a lot of people are going to be like 30, in the high 30s, right? They're not going to get all 40 because there's some hard stuff on here, right? Like here's another one. Complete the Tazar Ket Rex Special Challenge. That's freaking very difficult to do, and a lot of people can't do it. Heck, most people can't even get Infernal Capes, right? So, and I actually know a couple people who can't get a Fire Cape. Although, if you can't get a Fire Cape in leagues, with all of the bonuses we have, you might want to look at some other stuff here. Definitely try and get that done. Completing the 3rd challenge is actually pretty easy. It's not that hard. But then we go down to Asgarnia here. We have defeating a troll, Royal Titans, equip the Dragon Defender, Awaken Whisperer. Are you kidding me? This is like the hardest thing I've ever done in this entire game is Awakened Whisperer. And that was on Gridmaster. Like the crash out I had after that, I was not in a good spot. Equipping a God Sword, Bellator Ring, and defeating next solo. Those are all going to be pretty easy as we go along. Then we have the desert, which seems pretty easy as well, except for this Awakened Leviathan. I found it a lot easier than Vardorvis or the Whisperer, but some people had really hard time with that. My friend had a very, very difficult time with Awakened Leviathan. But set a mummy ablaze, cast Ice Barrage, Dragon Chain Body, piece of Missouri Armor, Venator Ring, and the Osmond's Fang. Those are all kind of pretty easy to get. Bruminic Cockatrice, cool. Kill 8 penguins in 5 seconds. Those 4 penguins are going to get absolutely ripped. But you know what? It is a Cold War, so who cares? Defeat the Phantom Muspud, Basilisk Knight. Awakened Duke, honestly, Awakened Duke's the easiest one out of all the Awakened Dukes. He's super. Defeat Vorkath 5 times without special damage. Okay, cool. And then a Magnus Ring. Kandarin, Demonic Gorilla, Mithril Dragon, Kraken Boss. Equipped the Sea of Trident of the Seas, Zanite Jewelry. This is actually really easy to get all these done. There's really nothing hard here at all. I guess Kandarin is going a little hard this time around there. I guess they're really trying to entice you to go to Kandarin. Karen here is, we have a Radiant Oath piece. That's going to be pretty difficult to get. I don't even think you can get this unless you pick a certain route, or if you have Grimoire unlocked. I think this is kind of locked behind that because you need I think Lunars or something, Radiant Oathblade or anything like that. So I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure you need Lunars or something for this one. So if you want to go down Karen or map anything out, you might kind of look at that, or you can just write it off like I am. I'm just writing that off. I'm like, hey, I'm not getting that one. Mortania seems really easy as well. The Phosani Nightmare is probably going to be the hardest one on all of these, and that's honestly really not that hard in League. So Rarwin is looking pretty easy as well. Complete a gauntlet, use a prayer altar for 90 prayer. That's pretty easy to get, just time. equipped a corrupted weapon. It's going to be pretty easy to get to. Like, all of these things are actually really easy in Terrarion as well. And the wilderness, which is also another easy one to get to. So I don't know, like, do I go to what was my last region going to be? Terrarion, or do I go to wilderness? I don't know yet. It depends on what I want to pick down for my relics or my masteries, what I want to pick down for my masteries. Because I really want to do the crossbow. I don't know, I keep saying bow. I really want to do the crossbow route, and defeating the King Black Dragon is going to give me that really cool looking crossbow. I could do a dual ranged with the Hespori, the T-bow, the Sunlight Hunter crossbow, and then this crossbow here from the King Black Dragon. We'll have to see. On the 10th, I believe that they're releasing the information on all the Echo bosses, so we'll have to wait and see for that. Can you reset your demonic packs? Yes. You can unlock these by resetting the following tasks. Defeat 1, 2, 3 Echo bosses. Unique ones, remember that, they have to be unique ones, and then you'll get yourself a reset. That's pretty much it. Will I be using a reset? Yeah, most likely. I guarantee I'll probably be using all 3, because there is a couple builds I would like to try. I just don't know how viable or effective they're going to be, and whatever. I'm here to have fun and play games, so. And then the resources, the OSRS wiki calculator, I highly suggest just go straight to the OSRS website right here for RuneScape. Go here, click the links, and go that way. Don't click any links from other videos and stuff like that. I'm not even actually going to put this link into my description. Just go straight to the website and do it from there. Not worth it. And then there's all the league discords and everything like that. Okay, that is enough talking here. Way too long. Time to look at these skills. So let's dive into the mage tree first. Why not? So the very first relic we're going to get is 50% chance to regenerate runes and ammo charges. So we already know that. That's the very first one we're going to get. And then right away, when we open up the menu or whatever, we're going to get a second one. So we're just going to click into mage. And I like this because now it's telling you everything that you're going to be getting, and it stacks too. So if I click here, it's going to stack everything up, which is really cool. Then you just click back down here and it gets rid of it all. So now it opens up 4 more relics or packs that we get to choose from. We have the air one here. Whenever a combat spell regenerates air runes, you have a 15% chance to restore 1 prayer point per rune regenerated. Just remember that it's per rune. So if you're doing something that costs like 150 air runes, and you could, boom. If you regenerate 150 air runes, you're going to be getting 150 prayer points if you get that 15% chance. Whenever your combat spells regenerate water runes, you're healed 1 hit point. We already saw that one already. For fire here, whenever your combat spells regenerate fire runes, your damage of your next spell hits an increase of 1 per rune regenerated. So you could be doing some serious damage there as well. Sorry, just drinking some of my tea. Whenever your combat spells regenerate earth runes, your defense level is boosted 1 per rune regenerated for 30 seconds or 30 ticks, 18 seconds. This boost cannot exceed 20% of your base defense level, and additionally triggers reset the duration. So defensive on earth, damage on fire, healing on water, and restoration, I guess, on restoration on air. But let's say we go down here and boom, boom, and now we got this one. So now we can unlock 15% accuracy in all your combat styles. Sweet. I think these are all 15%, 15%, 15. Yeah, and that hits everything, right? So not just mage, but like your melee and your range is also going to be doing stuff like that. And now we have 2 ways to go. We can go healing with demonic packs over heals you up to 30% of your base points, or we can hit 35% accuracy in all your combat styles. So now we're just stacking accuracy up. So if we wanted to take the air route, you can technically go up and zigzag across here to get up to here. Is it recommended? I don't know. You're wasting a little bit of points here. Remember, we only have 40 of these, and some people might not get all 40 depending on the regions they go. Like, I know for a fact I will not get all 40. I think I'm going to end up with like 36 or something like that. So I'm trying to build a build around 36. And then if I manage to get a kill on the Whisperer and if I manage to get a kill on the Awakened Whisperer, then boom, that'll be 37. Like, I doubt it, but I'll give it a shot, right? We're going to be very strong with these. So we can keep it going up here. Magic damage, 1%. Cool. Air spells deal 7% damage for each active prayer. So the more prayers that you have going on here, you can have actually a lot of damage going. So like you could be running, say, Mystic Might with the Iron Skin, Rapid Heal, all that stuff like that. That's 7% per every single one of those. That's going to be a lot of freaking damage when you stack all that up. And then whenever you regenerate charges from a powered staff or wand, you also regenerate 1 air rune. So if you're starting to use powered staves, you're going to get anything up if you want to pick that one. We work our way up here, another 1% magic. Oh, and it also applies to the Tunic and Shadow. So you know what? If you stack up all these, you're going to be getting a lot of damage with that Tunic and Shadow because it's going to really, really multiply that up. Smoke spells count as air spells if you want that. Don't know if it's really worth a point or not, but if you want to go that Ancients route, you can do that. But here it is, the very last part of the tree is air spells have a 1% chance to max hit for every 1 prayer bonus. This chance is doubled against enemies and weak to air spells. So, or air spell weakness. This is pretty sweet. If you're just stacked up full of prayer gear, you're going to be with all of your prayers on. You can, when surging, man, you're going to be dealing a stupid amount of damage. Like, you can really get up there. I think what in I don't have it up here, but in the wiki, actually, let's see if we can get there really quick. I might have to make a couple cuts. So if we look at the Sunfire Fanatic armor set here, where's our prayer bonus going to be here? 24. That's another like 24% just from those 3 items, right? Just from 3 items that we get. And there's a lot of other items that'll give prayer as well. So I know I have a Faith Locked account, right? If you haven't seen that, link is in the description for that one if you want to check that one out. And it's a YouTube link. But this can deal like if you have what, 4 prayers on here, that's 28 plus 24, like, and whatever other items you're gonna be doing like 60-70% more damage on top of that. Insane. Okay, enough of those guys. Let's head down here, hit up water. You can come up, and then now because we're in the middle, you go either way, right? 30% chance to regenerate runes and ammo. You can buff that up. See, now it says 80 up here. Or we can go down and heal, right? And then you just work your way up. So the next one here is attack rate with powered staves will spread by 3 ticks. Cool. Instead of 8, so our powered staves will be hitting faster, essentially. Attack rate with combat spells from the spell book are sped up by 2 ticks. There you go. Another speed for your mage masteries, which is nice. Water spells will deal increased damage the higher health percentage you have. 20% damage with 100% health. So if you're sitting there at full life, you're going to be dealing a lot more damage. Another magic damage here. Ice spells now count as water spells, and water spell hits bounce back to you, healing you for 60% of the damage dealt to your target. I think we already saw this one as well. So the water tree is just straight up healing. Tankiness and healing. Heal, heal, heal. And we could go up this way. If I get rid of all this, if we go up this way, we're going to be hitting the water tree. We can hit, fire tree. Fire spells cast burn. 6% of your maximum hit points to inflict damage and deal double the amount burn. So you're going to be getting hit a little bit of damage here, but you're just going to double that damage that you get hit and then throw it back at your NPC enemy. It's going to be nice. This effect cannot kill you directly, but you could technically still die if you put your life low enough. And the other one up here is fire spells. Hits apply 1 burn, max 5, and bounce up to 2 nearby targets. So pretty much, if you're picking fire, you're going to be Olm. You just be going around applying burn to everyone. It'd be kind of funny if it said burn over their head. And then we go down the earth tree down here. So earth is like a defensive tree, right? You're going to get up a lot of defensive bonuses whenever you generate charges from a powered staff. You also regenerate 1 earth rune. The same thing with the fire one. So these ones are all just regenerate extra runes. Earth spells reduce the enemy's defense by 2 defense levels. So every time you hit an enemy with a earth spell, their defense in both defense and magic is going to drop by 2. It's probably going to cap out to whatever the base game is at right now, whatever any monster's base defense can drop. And the last one is earth spells deal additional flat damage based on your current defense level. So 1 defense damage per 12 defense levels. I wonder if this is going to stack with some of these other ones over here, like this, right? Permanent defense level boost. So if you start getting all these guys stacked up, right? 25 permanent defense level boosts. Is this an extra? What? Well, I guess that's 2 damage. So it's really not actually that much. Okay. That's pretty much the mage tree right there. And now we can say, let's hit up the range tree right now, because this is the one that I like play with. All right, so for the ranged tree, the very first one that we're going to get is whenever you generate ammo, you have a 25% chance to fire a ranged echo against your enemy. Now, starting off with ranged in Varlamore is going to be a little bit more difficult. You're going to have to kind of like gather all your stuff first, right? So it is what it is. I think melee is going to be the easiest way to go, but for range, you come down here. We have 3 of them. You have while a bow is equipped, ranged echoes never miss. Allow bow packs. Oh, all bow packs will not work with the ellipse alatzel. While a crossbow is equipped, you have a 15% chance to trigger a ranged echo. So bows are always going to be triggering echoes. Or sorry, echoes will never miss. These will have a 15% chance to trigger. And when a thrown weapon is equipped, ranged echoes have a 20% chance to max hit. All thrown weapon packs will work with the ellipse alatzel. So the alatzel is a thrown weapon in this, and it technically is in real life. Okay, and then we can move down the tree. We have these again, these little smaller ones, 15 accuracy, defense levels. So we'll talk about these guys over here in a little bit. But now we have all these melee ones down here, and you're like, why does range have melee stuff down here? So you have a 5% chance per attack of any style to max roll accuracy. This is increased by 5% for each tile distance between you and your target. This is a very nice one when you click it, right? 5% chance for each tile distance between you. We're ranged. You're going to have a lot of distance between you, especially if you're on like long range, but I don't know why you'd go on long. The next one is that 30% chance to regenerate runes, ammos, and recharges. So you're just kind of trying to save some more stuff here. And every time you regenerate, you can charge a echo. 35% accuracy in all combat styles. And while an offhand is equipped, you gain 5 melee strength, range strength, and 2 magic damage. So this is like that tribrid tree, right? You want to get this if you're going to go tribrid, because that's going to be kind of nice to have. We work our way down. We got all the range strength here. Range damage is just 1%, but they do all start to add up. Range prayers are 30% more effective. So this is kind of nice too. If you don't pick Korend and go down to Chambers of Zarek to unlock your prayers, or if you don't pick Grimoire, this can really save you, right? 30% more damage. Say if you are going as Garnia, you have the Royal Titans, and even if you're not, you just run an Eagle Eye, 30% more is 30% more. It's worth the 1 point in my opinion. Range strength is increased by 1 for every 10 hit points difference between your current hit points and your hit points level. I wonder if this works with all these overheals. So if you overheal like 30% over your health, that's a decent amount, right? That's only an extra 3 damage. But if you get really low, then you're going to be doing a good chunk of damage, because let's just say you're sitting around 9-8 hit points, right? You're doing like an extra 9 damage essentially, right? So pretty nice. More than 1% damage for sure. Ranged echoes can now trigger additional ranged echoes at half your chance to trigger them up to 4 times. Now we keep going down the bow style here. Bows attack 1 tick faster, so it's just 0.6 seconds, but it's still very nice. It can take all your bows down 1 tick. Only bows though, but this will not affect crossbows. This will not affect thrown weapons, just the bows. More range damage down here, more range damage down here. When you regenerate ammo, you have a 5% chance to fire a ranged echo against an enemy. Additional range attacks will roll with your ranged accuracy against targets. Ranged defense echo attacks cannot trigger additional echo attacks. Unless it's up here, maybe? I don't know. That's some of the things you have to like play around with, right? So with the range, it looks like there's a lot of echo damage coming through the range. And then we have our 2 bow masteries down here. Hitting with the bow increases your bow's maximum hit by 1, capping at 50% of your base maximum hit. This bonus is halved when you take damage, so it drops down to, I guess, 7.5%. That you didn't or couldn't pray against. So if you do successfully pray against some damage, very good. You don't lose that buff. And then the other one is just on the minimum hit. So you got the maximum hit here, and then you got the minimum hit, kind of raising up your DPS there by 7.5 to 15%. And then if we work our way down the crossbow tree here, range strength is increased. We already saw that. Sorry. Right here, crossbow attacks 2 ticks slower. So your crossbows are going to be a little bit slower, 1.2 seconds. Will it be super noticeable? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. I really want to see what this is like. Working our way down, more range strength, more range strength. This is exactly the same as this one right here. So you can kind of stack up your echo attacks, which is very nice. If we look right where we're at right now, is that 35%? Yeah, so it just keeps going up, right? Oh, and then once you get your extra range strength here for the crossbow masteries here at the bottom, we have crossbow attacks roll accuracy twice. So now you're going to be rolling up your accuracy wherever that is down here. Do I have any of it? So here it is only at 15%, but it's going to roll it twice. So that's very nice. And the biggest, juiciest one, crossbows always hit max hits. So you still have to roll accuracy. You can still hit a 0, but if you hit a 1, it's not a 1 anymore. It's a max hit. So when you're picking this one, you're going to want to grab like, oh, I want you. I want anything to deal with accuracy. Give me any of the accuracy ones on here, because like I want that accuracy going up high. Like sometimes you might even think like, screw it, I'm going to come over here and yeah, I want this one, right? I want this one. I want to get my accuracy up as high as it can. That's going to be the cool part about this. And then we can come down into the thrown ones, and your thrown weapons equipped at range strength will also increase by 80% of your melee strength. So this thrown one is definitely more of like a hybrid tribrid one that you want to go around. Like you don't need to grab this one, you can skip it, right? You can always just go around it like that. Like you don't have to wait, but then you're kind of wasting like points going. Actually, you don't really waste points going this way, but you are getting that accuracy roll and the echo roll. But then we come down here again, damage. And now while thrown weapon is equipped, increase your range accuracy by 60. That is a good chunk right there. And especially if you're running that blowpipe or the Drygore blowpipe, you're going to be dealing out. Like you're never going to miss. You're always going to be hitting. And then when attacked with a thrown weapon, you throw an additional one at a nearby target. So if you're blowpiping, machine gunning, it's going to be ripping through a lot, especially if you're in a multi-zone area. It's going to be really nice. And that's pretty much range done, which is the one that I really want to play. Okay, let's take a look at melee. So melee, I think, starts off kind of slow at the beginning, right? Your minimum hit when attacking with a melee weapon is increased by 3, and the maximum hit is further increased by 3 for each additional tile between you and your target. So we're going to be at 1 right away, right? I don't think there's any Hellbergs that you can get in Barlowmore early on, but we're going to be at least 1. But later on, it will help out. And then we have the 4 basic trees here that we're going to go through. So we had 4 for mage, 4 for melee, but only 3 over here for range, because there is only really. The first one is, melee range is doubled while using two-handed weapons. There you go. So now we have 5 plus 5 space. No, sorry. Increased by 3. So your damage is increased by 3 because now you can far cast essentially, or safe spot with a two-handed weapon, which there are a lot of two-handed melee weapons in the game. You have all of the The Perilous Moons weapons are all two-handed. You have the Glacial Tomatlis. Any of the Nagua weapons, they're all two-handed as well. Like, there's a good chunk of two-handed weapons in Varlamore that we can be using. The next one here is melee attacks with heavy, or each melee attack that is heavy, so it's plus 1 kilogram, has a 15% chance to trigger an instant blind bag attack. So the blind bag is automatically attack your current target with a random heavy melee weapon from your inventory, as though if you equipped it, ignoring all its stat requirements. Attacking delays, blind bag attacks can trigger additional blind bag stack attacks, cannot trigger from special attacks. This one is like confusing at first, but if you're unlocking as Garnia and you have Mortania unlocked as well, you can have all the God Swords, and if you have Clues unlocked and their God Sword ornament kits, those count as well because it's a separate weapon with an ID tag. Same thing goes for Scythe. You can have multiple scythes in your inventory with the ordnance kits and everything, and this will pick one of those and smack right away. Like, I mean right away. There is no tick delay. It's just bang, done. So you can deal like a massive hit if need be. Melee weapons under 1 kilogram always trigger an additional melee hit using 40% of your base max hit. Minimum of 1 damage. This will not trigger on special attacks. And the last one is kind of cool, but while you have a shield equipped, you gain the Thorns effect. And the Thorns effect is whenever you attack, your enemies will be instantly hit with a 3 melee damage. This effect can only trigger once per hit splat and will trigger if you take 0 damage. Other packs will specify if they affect Thorns. This is one of the builds like I'm thinking of playing right now, is a crossbow Thorns build, so we'll have to have a look at that too. But if we keep coming up, let's keep going with our ranged over here. Whenever you attack an enemy from at least 2 tiles away with any style, you restore 2 special attack energy. So that's pretty nice. Dragon Claws maybe can help out here. You get 35% accuracy in all your combat styles. That's kind of cool. 1% melee damage. These are all like 1% melee damage. Yeah, 1%. So it's just extra melee damage. Attacks with melee weaponry or thorns have a 10% chance to heal you based off your distance between you and your tile, or you and your target. So 1 tile is 1 health. So right now we can sit, if we're using a Hellberg, a couple tiles away. If we're using a two-hander, 1 tile. So it's just going to heal us 1, but it's going to stack. It will stack with a bunch of other stuff here. When hitting a target with a two-handed melee weapon, you have a 5% chance to trigger a ranged echo, as if you have a bow, crossbow, or thrown weapon equipped. There you go. So this is like another one of those hybrid traits here that you can be picking. Your maximum hit when attacking with a melee weapon is increased by 4%, and an additional 4% for every 3 tiles of distance between you and your target. So this is another one that's going to be getting more distance for our targets. I think we can get like a good, here it is, yeah. If your melee attack range is at least 4, it is increased to 7. So now you can be 7 tiles away with a melee weapon. All Hellbergs slower than 5 ticks have their attack rate set to 5 ticks. So Crystal Halley, stuff like that, they're going to be a 5-tick weapon. Working our way up here, working our way up here for all the heavy weapons now. For each heavy melee weapon in your inventory, your chance of a blind bag trigger is increased by 2% up to a maximum of 10%. So 5 weapons, so you get a lot more percentages to be triggering those blind bag grabs. And up here is each unique heavy weapon over 1 kilogram in your inventory with the max hit of the blind bag stacks increased by another 2%. So this is like another 20%. So these two are pretty much the same. Yeah, they're exactly the same. And there are little subcategories over here. As attacks with melee weapon can consume 5 overhealed hit points if available, increasing your maximum hit on that attack by 5. Cool. Melee strength is increased by 50% of your worn prayer bonus. Then if you're wearing some prayer gear, you're going to be dealing some good damage. That's very nice. It kind of promotes you to wear prayer gear over non-prayer gear. Although I think all the end game armor does have prayer bonus on it. But let's say you're going around with monk robes. You're going to be dealing more damage with monk robes. Moving over, we have special attacks have a 20% chance to not consume any energy. That's kind of nice. Actually, that's like your specialist now is being replaced by some of these relics over here. Right here is 2% energy. Here is 20% not to be consumed. Melee weapons under 1 kilogram attack 1 tick faster. So if you are using a lighter weapon, guess what? It'll attack faster. I mean, it makes sense. And whenever you deal damage with a melee weapon, you will restore 2% of your special attack energy per hit. So it's just another one of these ones. So you can go down like a specialist route with light weapons and just start speccing out and dealing more damage because you attack faster. And the last little part here, which is the cool stuff I'm getting to over here, melee weapons under 1 kilogram or one-handed increase your melee strength by 20% of your strength level. Very nice. Attacking with a melee weapon or thorns has a 10% chance to heal you based off your distance between you and your target. So this can be effective, like I was saying, with that ranged tank, is because you're going to be far away with the crossbow. Get that thorns effect going on. Now you got a lot of distance between you. You get healed. Very nice. But if we keep going up through the thorns here, when you have a shield equipped, you have a 0.1% chance per defense level to reflect all damage back to the attacker. Now it is only 0.1%, but when you're at 99 defense, that's what? It's probably going to round, so that's 10% chance. However, if you start grabbing all of these defensive boosts over here, like at all of them, you're going to be getting a boatload of like 30 permanent defense levels, right? So that's just more add-on onto this guy right here, which is going to do a lot of or higher chance of doing a lot of damage because you're reflecting 100% of that damage back. You take a hit from Jad and you proc this, bye-bye Jad, right? That hit just hits Jad. It's awesome. If we keep going up here, we have all recoil and thorns style effects deal additional damage to 1% of your total defense bonuses. This thing's pretty cool too. So if you are in Mauritania and you have full Justiciar on, right, you're going to be dealing, what is that? What's the bonuses on that? Like, and then go grab like, what's a high defensive shield? A Dins. Go grab a Dins. Would that be, not a build. I think it's called the door. Go be a door. Man, that's going to be a lot of percentage that you're going to be throwing on into your thorns for recoil. It's going to be awesome. And the last one is when the thorns effect triggers, you will always hit twice, dealing 50% of its damage to the second hit. I think I can make like a ranged tank build that does thorns and crossbow. I think it'll be really fun to play with something like that. And that's just one of the resets I want to do. I want to play with that. I want to try it and see how it works, especially on some of these echo bosses coming into play. Okay, some of the other ones we have here are healing with demonic pacts overheals you up to 30%. Okay. Another one is whenever an attack deals 0 damage to you with either a two-handed shield or an offhand is equipped, you are healed 2 and restored 2 prayer point. Okay. So if I do have an offhand, which would, a shield is an offhand. So if I'm running ranged tank with the crossbow right here, I can be, whenever an attack deals 0 damage to you, perfect. I'm going to be healing up a lot of hit points here. Very nice. And then some of these other ones, all prayers, all attacks have 15% prayer penetration, prayer penetration, and prayer oh my god, I can't speak. I'm talking too much. Prayer penetration. So up to 100%. So you can get a lot of these, and you can see here, where is it? 45% just from those 3, which helps you if you do just want to target one build. You can go into another build here and grab a bunch of these items here to help you. Say you want to fight someone that does Calphite Queen or anything like that. I know it's not true prayer, but Akka. Boom. I'm just going to spam range the entire time, right? And there's more down here as well. More prayer, more prayer. There's no point in going over 100% because it caps out at 100%. You can go for more than over 100%, but why? That's just a waste of points, right? So, what are the other ones in this tree down here? We have 30% chance to regenerate more runes and ammo, healing up to 30% of your base. So, so you can do a lot. Healing with the mana packs overheals you up to 30%. Does this stack? Yes, it does. It does stack. That's going to be nice. And then on the other side here, we have more like that prayer, defensive levels. And whenever you max hit from at least 3 tiles away, your next hit from a different style deals 25% more damage. That's that hybriding or tribriding, really. And if you're running the Hellbird over here with the extra distance, right, you're going to be, what, 7 tiles away? I think it was. Or anything over 4 tiles is increased. Yeah, so you're going to be, if you're over 4 tiles, you're going to be dealing more damage. So if you're running this tree here, anything over here, you're going to be dealing 25% more. And the very last one is, while protection prayers are not active, you restore your prayer points every 15 ticks. So every 9 seconds, you're going to be speeding. While prayer protections are not active, you restore 1 prayer point every 15 ticks. That's every 9 seconds. This is sped up by 1 tick for every 7 worn prayer bonus you have. So if you do have the Sun Fanatic on, which I think it was, what, 24, so it's going to speed it up by 3 ticks. If you're just chilling and you're not active or anything, you can slowly regenerate your prayer. You don't need the bank. You don't need to do any of that stuff. It is a different play style. And that is pretty much going to be the skill tree. And you can play around with every which way you want to go. I think I actually have some over here. Let's see if I have it still. This one, I don't know if that's cool. Oh, it did load. Perfect. So like, this is 40 points here that I was just kind of playing with. I don't think I will ever get all of this done, but it is kind of fun to see what it's like and what you can play with, right? Like, what do I have here? 100% accuracy in all combat styles, 40% prayer, penetration. Some of these I might just like knock off, right? Like, maybe I won't get that one. 38. Like I said, I'm probably going to be like around that 36 area, depending on my regions that I pick. But let's say I am really good at the game and I do get 40 out of 40. 25 extra defense levels. I'll have the crossbows because that's the route I want to play. Great range prayers are 30% more effective. You can just see all of these boosts are going to be stacking with me, always smacking max hits. I do have the bows. Like, I don't know if I need it. Like, do I want to play bow? I don't know. I don't know what the Hespori bow is going to be for echo items. Could T-bow be good? Maybe. It's going to be 1 tick faster. It's not going to be like a 2 tick speed, but still going to be kind of fun to play with. I still think the crossbow max hit's going to be really fun. And then the other one that I was kind of playing around with, bring that one up. Hey, yeah, this range tank crossbow with the damage dealt from thorns and everything like that. And you can see I am at 36 up here. And I just don't know if I just want to maybe get rid of one of these and then put it onto here to increase. I don't know which is going to be more damage for me. Do I want to play it safe and just always stay stocked up on health? I don't know. We'll have to see. This is kind of what I'm leaning towards to play one of these. There could be better builds out there. I don't know. I'm experimenting with this and we're all going to be experimenting with this. I have been talking for a very long time, so I think it's going to be wrapping up right about now. But let me know, guys, what do you think about all of these builds? Which builds are you going to be playing? Are you going to be blasting through your resets? I will quickly say, I think I will be going melee route at the very beginning of leagues just to help unlock more of this down here till I get like my hunter level up, and then I get some good crossbows, and then I'm going to start working my way down these routes over here, and that will cost me a reset. Or maybe I'll just go straight into the thorns and play this first and see how it is. If it's shit, then again, that's where I'll just reset and respec and go, okay, I'm going to play full range. I know my prayers are going to be limited on the melee side of things, so I might lean towards maybe a dual spec into mage as well. I need to start working and planning that out, because actually looking at this air rune with the prayer gear and everything here, it looks really freaking fun, and I could be doing some good amount of damage. I might be able to build for that and play around with that as well as we get all those resets. So go out there, have some fun. And thank you all for joining me. If you did enjoy the video, give it a big old thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know what you think. I want to know, which route are you picking? Are you straight down one combat style? Are you going to be a hybrid? Are you going to be a tribid? Are you going to use all your resets? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.